Creating an article. We've done the research and prepared all the materials for creating an article. Here I have the exported source, my notes, the research conducted by ChatGPT, a customer avatar for the target audience, and a style guide. These are the 4 files we'll need in accordance with our prompt. Now we copy our prompt, open Claude, start a new chat, and paste our prompt in text format. Next we copy all the files and sequentially list everything we need to provide. First comes our original text, and we can always refer back to the prompt itself. So first we have the original text, then the research, then the style guide, and finally the target audience. All files have been uploaded, I've listed them all, target audience, yes, that's everything. And we start the LLM's work. Some time passes and it provides us with an answer. In the first stage, it gives us potential headlines and a potential outline. So first we read the headlines and choose the one that suits us. So I read all these headlines and I don't like any of them, but there are elements that seem appropriate to me because the article is mainly about these 3 content categories. So I'll compile a headline from 2 of them. It's convenient to write a response to Claude using bullet points, listing the changes that need to be made to the material we're working with. So I write a headline, I like these content categories, and then I add how to attract an audience that buys. That's the headline I'm choosing, which is basically a combination of this headline and that headline. While all the others I don't really like, they are either meh or not quite what I had in mind. Next, we look at the outline and we need to analyze and process it in the same way, providing some comments if I have any and making corrections. So reading through it, the first thing I see is, for example, a clear reference to digital nomads. I don't want to make this material so narrowly specialized, so I am asking to remove the reference to digital nomads. Also, I don't like the 4th step at all. It needs to be deleted. And we send my edits. So here I have my chosen headline and we can see, yes, here for example, highlight the struggle digital nomads face has been changed to highlight the struggle creators face, which much more accurately reflects my intention. And at the end I write the full article, after which it starts writing the article. The artifact is forming and here the article itself is being generated. The process will proceed as follows. When it finishes writing the article, I'll copy it into my note-taking system, Cortex for example, create a separate file for it, and then start editing this article. I read it, compare it with the original text, verify it, do fact-checking of some materials, refer to resources, and then sequentially write down all the edits that need to be made if I see them. So what I'm doing is going into Cortex and opening the folder where this idea is located. Here it is, I currently only have the source. Now I need to copy everything over. So the article has been written and it tells me that I've already written the article and what I need to do is copy it. Then I go to Cortex and create a new document under my topic, and now I have a complete article. Next, I typically open my source in the side panel so I can reference it, and I read through this article, making the necessary edits. At minimum, I can already see that this material... Actually, no, this turned out to be 2,500 words, while my original material was 687 words. Since part of this material was condensed or removed, and here there's definitely more added material, this is more extensive with various examples, in my opinion, this article should have been longer, at least 3,000 words. So I need to read it through and see what was omitted from my source material and what to add at minimum or which sections to expand. For instance, I can already see that the second section with perspectives doesn't seem quite sufficient because I had pretty deep reasoning about each content category that isn't fully reflected here. So I might need to structure the article a bit differently. Anyway, that's the work I now need to do with this article, and after I have written the article and conducted this revision work with Claude, I can proceed to the next step.